Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of the most refreshing, brutally honest, and surprisingly helpful self-development books ever written. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Now, despite the bold title, this book isn't about being rude or ignoring life. It's about something much deeper. Learning what's truly important and letting go of everything else. So get comfortable, because we're about to spend the next 10 minutes diving into the raw truth about happiness, responsibility, and choosing the right things to care about. 1. Why we give too many fucks. Mark Manson begins by explaining that modern life constantly pushes us to care about everything. Social media opinions, perfect bodies, perfect jobs, perfect relationships. Success, fame, looks, money. We're drowning in pressure. Imagine you only have 5 care points to give each day. But instead of investing them wisely, most people spend their care points on, why didn't my post get more likes? Why do others look happier? Why is my life not perfect yet? Mark says, the problem isn't that life is hard. The problem is that we waste our energy on meaningless things. To live peacefully, we must limit what we care about and choose consciously. 2. The happiness problem we don't talk about. Here's something the book explains beautifully. Most of us believe that once we fix our problems, life will finally be perfect. But there will always be problems. To illustrate this, Mark gives the example of a musician who struggled for years. He didn't have money, he played in small bars, almost nobody knew him. But he loved the struggle. The hard path was meaningful to him. The struggle itself made his life rich. And this is the key message. The quality of your life is not determined by the absence of problems, but by the quality of the problems you choose. Instead of asking, how can I avoid problems? Ask, what problems am I willing to face for a meaningful life? 3. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself. Responsibility is one of the biggest lessons in the book. Mark explains that people confuse fault with responsibility. Something can be not your fault, but still your responsibility. For example, you didn't choose to be born in a difficult environment. You didn't choose heartbreak. You didn't choose economic hardship. You didn't choose to be treated unfairly. But you are responsible for how you respond to it. This mindset shift turns you from a victim into a strong decision maker. It helps you grow instead of staying stuck. Mark says, when we accept responsibility, we accept power. 4. The painful truth about entitlement. Mark talks about 2 types of entitlement. Type 1. I am so great. I deserve special treatment. These people feel they should get success without working hard. Type 2. I am so bad, the world should take care of me. These people think their sadness or struggles make them special. In both cases, people avoid responsibility. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Entitlement destroys growth. It stops people from improving their lives. When you accept that you're not better or worse than anyone, you become free to grow, learn, fail, and move forward. 5. Why saying no is a superpower. Let's go a little deeper here. Saying yes all the time makes you exhausted, stressed, easily controlled, unfocused, and unhappy. When you say no, you're not rejecting people, you're protecting your time, your peace, and your goals. For example, imagine someone invites you to something you don't care about, but you go anyway to be polite. You give away energy that could have gone to your dreams. Mark teaches that boundaries are not walls. They're filters that let the right things in. Saying no is how you keep your life aligned with your purpose. 6. The book's core message: choose better values. Mark explains that many people choose values that only bring pain. Wanting to always be right, wanting everyone to like them, chasing endless pleasure, comparing themselves non-stop, needing constant success. Bad values create anxiety and emptiness. Good values create peace and strength. The book encourages values like honesty, courage, responsibility, kindness, self-respect, hard work, consistency, and learning from failure. These values make life calmer, clearer, and more meaningful. 7. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. Mark shares stories of people who succeeded only after many failures. He explains, improvement at anything is based on thousands of tiny failures. When you fail, you learn something valuable. When you avoid failure, you avoid growth. Failure also destroys the illusion of perfection, and that's a good thing. Because once you let go of perfection, you become free to try new things, take risks, and build real confidence. 8. Death and life's deepest meaning. One of the most powerful lessons in the book is about death. Yes, it sounds dark, but it's not. Mark says that when we accept the truth that life is short, we begin to ignore the small, useless things that stress us out. Suddenly, things like online arguments, small insults, jealous feelings, impressing others stop mattering. You start asking, what is truly important? How do I want to be remembered? What should I stop caring about today? This is the true meaning behind not giving a fuck. Care deeply about the right things and let go of everything else. 9. A quick real-life example to bring it all together. Imagine two people are stuck in traffic. Person A gets angry, honks, complains, and ruins their mood. Person B turns on music or a podcast and stays calm. Same situation, different values, different responses, different lives. This book teaches us to choose the mindset of person B, not just in traffic, but in relationships, work, dreams, and everyday life. At its heart, the subtle art of not giving a fuck is a guide to emotional freedom. It teaches us to stop caring about pointless things, focus on what truly matters, embrace struggles, take responsibility, choose better values, accept failure as part of the process, and live meaningfully. When you do these things, life becomes simpler, clearer, and more powerful. Thank you so much for watching this extended summary. If you found value in this video, it would mean a lot if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment about which book you want next, and share this with someone who needs clarity in life. Your support helps us create more helpful summaries for you. See you in the next video.